Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, we talk about Impact Wrestling Slammiversary 2021. Yes, Impact Wrestling is back. As they said, their world is changing again after current releases from WWE release stars. Who's coming to Impact, and some of these matches may have an indication on who's heading to Impact and is going to make an impact one way or another. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show presents to predict the outcome for Impact Wrestling Slammiversary, and it starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Impact Wrestling Slammiversary predict the outcome. Like I said, we're overloaded with wrestling content as we have an unbelievable action of Impact Wrestling bringing the grit, the bell to bell action. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss things. We talk about Impact Wrestling's Slammiversary. Impact Wrestling Slammiversary coming to you from a live crowd in Nashville, Tennessee, in their own Sideway Studios. I mean, when they was in Nashville, you'll think they'd be trying to reach and aim to go to the Municipal Auditorium, because you know, I'm not knocking Impact, but when it comes to Bridgestone Arena, that's WWE territory. But you know, going to Municipal Auditorium, that would have probably been a perfect fit for Impact, to be honest. Well, Impact got a lot of matches, a lot of star-worthy matches and prominent matches with prominent names. Let's get started with this. We just found out this past week on Impact that Matt Cardona having issues with his former tag team partner Brian Myers. Man, you may know them as Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins in WWE. Now they're just their regular names, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. Well, it's an added twist to this as Cardona's ex-girlfriend Tennille Dashwood gets involved and helps Brian Myers. So Cardona got the numbers game on. Ex-girlfriend, best friend, ex-friend, ex-tag team partner, all turning on him. Well, Scott D'Amore made an interesting caveat and said that Cardona will be in a match against the two of Brian Myers and Tennille Dashwood, but he will have a partner. We don't know who this partner could be. Now, many people had speculated that the partner was going to be his fiance, Chelsea Green, if she's able, but she's injured, but we don't know for sure. So anything is possible. And we're going to talk about that later on in the Knockouts Championship match was going on with Deonna Purrazzo as she going as a mystery opponent. But back to this story with Myers and Tennille Dashwood teaming up to go against Matt Cardona and a mystery partner of his choosing. I don't know. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be anybody that we just saw released. I really don't know, because if you think back of the releases, who got released the most? I know Mickie James got released. Could Mickie James be that possibility? Who knows? I mean, the Iconics, could they be a possibility? I mean, it could be anybody. So Matt Cardona, if it is, I'm thinking it's going to be his fiance. She's just going to embrace the pain and try to help her man out against his former tag team partner and his ex-girlfriend, his vindictive ex-girlfriend. So look for Matt Cardona and hopefully his fiance, wife now, Chelsea Green, helping him out in that. Also too, Eddie Edwards returned after having his appendix surgery. He returns against W. Morrissey, better known as Big Cass. But W. Morrissey been annihilating people left and right. W.M. Morrissey wants Eddie Edwards. I said Eddie Kendricks, not from the Temptations, but Eddie Edwards returns. So look for W. Morrissey to get the win over Eddie Edwards. Also, kick off Impact with a pre-show. Fire and Flavor, Kenera Hogan, and Tasha Steele defend their knockout tag team titles against Havoc and Rosemary. Now, the unlikely team of Havoc and Rosemary has been seeing eye to eye, but now they can put those, they can now put that to the end, put that to rest, and work together as a team, a unit to take out Fire and Flavor. Look for Havoc and Rosemary to win those women's tag team titles, those knockout tag team titles, and go forward with that, because I can see that for them. So look for that. Also, too, Violent by Design, VBD, Eric Young, Diener, Joe Dory, or Rhino. It could be any of those teams. Like, it could be Freebird Rule, Rich Swann and Willie Mack teaming up together, and Falaba and someone to be announced with Falaba. It'd probably be somebody that we haven't seen or known. You never know. It could be I mean, it could be anybody. Anybody. I'm hearing rumors and reports about Murphy. Impact want to make a play for Murphy. Murphy would probably be a good addition. Who knows? Who knows? It could be anybody. And the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, a fatal four-way for the Impact Tag Team titles. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be anybody. Look for Violent by Design to retain their World Tag Team titles with their unorthodox, ruthless style and demean and craziness. So look for that going forward. Also, too, the Virtuoso, the Impact Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo, defends her championship in a match that many people didn't see coming. Deonna Purrazzo don't even know who opponent is, a mystery opponent. You know, Gail Kim came out there, and Deonna Purrazzo talked about, she ran down everybody. She ran down the whole entire division. Ain't no competition left. Gail Kim came out there and told her, we'll find you some competition who could be one of these recently released stars to give Deonna Purrazzo a run for her money. It could be anybody. Could Mickie James emerge? Could Chelsea Green emerge? Anybody. We just have to wait and see. I'm thinking it's probably Mickie James, since they kept teasing about hardcore country. So look for Mickie James coming out there for make a one appearance over Deonna Purrazzo, and maybe Deonna Purrazzo might retain her Knockouts title. Also, too, in a grudge match, Chris Sabin goes against Moose. Chris Sabin and Moose, not the best of friends. They teamed together, but that didn't last out. But Chris Sabin wants his revenge on Moose after Moose ambushed him, and Moose wants revenge over Chris Sabin, costing him the Impact title. So it's a grudge match indeed. Look for Moose to beat Chris Sabin over again. So look for that. Also, too, the Ultimate X match returns at Slammiversary. Ultimate X been a showcase of Slammiversary throughout the years. Now Ultimate X is back in the fray, this time with 6 Ultimate X stars vying for the Ultimate X title. Josh Alexander, the champion, defends against Peter Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Rohit Rojo. These are the young up-and-coming stars of Impact Wrestling right now. Like I said, it's a possibility. It could be anybody. I look for it to be either Trey Miguel's moment or Chris Bay's moment. You never know, but knowing Scott D'Amore, he's gonna put it over his boy Josh Alexander. So look for Josh Alexander to retain the X title, the Impact X Division Championship. And finally, the main event. The main event is Kenny Omega, like Don Callis like to say. Kenny Omega returns for Slammiversary to defend his Impact Championship. No, other than Kenny Omega is the AEW World Champion, but Kenny Omega set his sights to defend the Impact title against the #1 contender, Sammy Callahan. Sammy Callahan been crunching and waiting at the bit and chomping at the bit to get this opportunity. Last time Callahan was champion when he defeated Brian Cage. Now Callahan is in his own little world, in his own little territory. I look at it like this. Callahan has the home field advantage. He is home, like he said on the Impact special. He feels at home. Callahan has this moment. Kenny Omega has been great as champion. He's been the belt collector. He's been collecting belts and defending them. And Kenny Omega might be the victim of a spike pile driven by Sammy Callahan. So look for Sammy Callahan to win the Impact World title finally and bring the championship back from AEW to Impact. And that's what it needs to be. It needs to be going back home to Impact. Callahan will take the Impact title, and hopefully he'll start a program with Moose or some new star that got recently released, and now they can start a program. I look at it like that. So look for Callahan to win the Impact title and carry the banner and carry the flag of Impact Wrestling as his champion. Alright, that ends the Pro Wrestling Show for Predict the Outcome. We did a quick special, but you know, hey, Impact Wrestling, we try to dedicate ourselves and engage with Impact Wrestling to give them equal time footing for pay-per-views and events. So, for that being said, I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon, so long, and we'll see you at Impact Wrestling as its world is about to change. See you later.